This project was born out of a very simple conversation. It was myself, it was Catherine from Leeds Heritage Theatres, Amy at the Playhouse, and the fabulous Chris, who is part of the LEPP partnership. And he just wanted to do something really special for all of the children as the LEPP celebrated their 10-year anniversary. And what better way to do that than to bring them all into the city centre to see some incredible live theatre.
The 10-year celebration for the LEPP has been a long time in the making. I think it's probably taken over a year.
First found out about it and we're going on this 10-year anniversary trip to the theatre. I was like, amazing. So I thought, yeah, brilliant, we're all going to go. Then you think, oh my goodness, logistics.
All the children in 5 schools all together on the same day with all those coaches.
There's going to be 1,300 children there.
Woo!
When we have drama in here, when we've had productions here before, children that usually wouldn't react to things get really excited, they sing along, they dance.
We believe that the arts can develop self-esteem, it helps with communication and language, helps children to be more confident, and therefore we thought, well, let's try and partner up with the right people to not only celebrate and have a lovely event, but to show the children that you are part of something bigger than your individual school, and also to give them a wow experience, possibly a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
So you've never seen anything like that where people are acting on stage?
Lots and lots of our children have never been to the theatre before.
So a lot of the associations they had when I was talking about theatre was a cinema. So I talked about that a lot, that they went to go and see a movie at the cinema, but sometimes they call it a theatre. So I think that was a bit of confusion. So once we'd explained what that was, that it was actually real people performing on a stage, they were like, oh, I've never seen anything like that before.
Leeds Playhouse.
Have you been to Leeds Playhouse before?
No, I've never.
So we have 100 teachers coming for the CPD day.
Teachers are a naturally very cautious breed. I'm very happy in front of a class of children. Put us as an adult in a group of adults and speaking personally, think, oh, all of a sudden.
I'll be honest, right at the start, I was really nervous about it. I didn't want to go on the CPD day. It's not my cup of tea.
Primary schools, we are generalists and we do our absolute best to make sure that we provide the best quality education for our children. And actually the arts and drama is not the background of the majority of our teachers, and so therefore we would work with the people who know that best and help to bring that expertise into our schools.
We get very involved in the day-to-day. It's very important to have time out to be able to reflect on our teaching. So I'm hoping that it'll energise the staff, that we'll feel really good afterwards, that it'll remind us why the arts are so important, why dance is important, and drama, imagination, creativity, and that we'll get really excited about the event that's coming up, but also work around the event.
All teachers took part in a dance workshop with ideas about how to embed dance into the curriculum, and all teachers took part in a drama workshop.
What kind of sound does match the movement? It's big, it's loud, it might elevate you, but where does it start, where does it go to? Exploring the echo.
The workshops were not as scary as maybe we thought they were going to be in the first place. To be putting yourself so far out of your comfort zone, but the actual day itself, loved every minute of it, especially the dancing, and that was what I was least looking forward to. I learnt loads. I made myself feel really uncomfortable throughout, which has helped me in the classroom as a result.
And it reminded me how much fun dance and drama is, and it made me really excited to go back into school and try out more dance and drama with my students.
And almost made you realise how the children probably feel when we do activities like that, because if we felt that way towards it, then that's probably how they're feeling in school as well.
The next day, we had the chance to apply that in our teaching, and children absolutely loved it.
Where are we going next Tuesday? We are going to the theatre, aren't we? What are we going to see, Archie? The enormous crocodile, so it's very, very exciting. So today in class, we were making our props, our enormous crocodile hats for the children to wear and be really part of the experience. No, we're not going to be on stage. We're going to be watching who's on stage. But who do you think is going to be on stage, Jackson?
Crocodile.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to do it.
This is the ultimate day, this is the big day, this is the key moment in the project. It's when over 1,000 young people come to the Playhouse to see theatre live.
The whole school going out, they're like, we're all going on this trip.
I remember the night before I couldn't sleep. I was just like, oh, I can't wait.
I'm excited to see the show. Yeah.
Very excited. I think it's the first time all year we've had 100% attendance.
And what are we going to see?
The enormous crocodile.
How do you feel about it?
I feel happy about it.
The energy in this building today has been unbelievable.
The children felt so special.
It was a very interactive performance.
We have a couple of children who struggled to sit still. They were mesmerised by the entire performance.
They couldn't quite believe that what they were seeing was real life.
And when I went, it was like incredible. And it was fun. When we went in, it felt like a magical place in there. It's like we just went into Alice in the Wonderland. I was shocked because I wasn't expecting it to be that big.
A lot of them didn't know how to work the chair because they'd never seen chairs that go up and down. So we had a lot of sitting on the top of the chair, having to show them that goes down, sit your bottom down onto that chair. So everything was brilliant for them and new for an awful lot of our children.
And the start of it was very kind of like startling.
For us as staff, it was a pleasure watching the children. I mean, they were just mesmerised by it, and some were scared and nervous and then excited.
When I was watching all of it, I was really surprised and inspired by the actors performing. The music itself was amazing. It was beyond expectations.
I feel really excited because it's a really great opportunity to come to the theatre because I've never really come here before.
I loved it, the kids loved it, the whole school, they made us really proud. Just as you were looking across all of the schools, everyone was behaved impeccably because they were mesmerised by what was happening in front of them. It was fabulous, loved it.
The boy who sat next to me, when I turned to him at the end of Oliver, just looked at me and he said, I want to come back again.
I felt like I was gonna cry because it just finished and how it was actually a good experience. So I thought I was gonna cry because I don't know if I'm ever gonna see Oliver again. I feel like I wanna come back to the theatre again because it's so good. And I hope we would have some more trips like that.
A lot of mine have requested theatre tickets for Christmas and they wouldn't have never done that before. They're saying it's better than the pictures.
Today, even though it's a massive event, but actually it is a small part of the project. And what we're really excited about is what's going to happen next.
To see that on stage will really give them inspiration for the future and maybe what they want to do when they're older.
We've got a few now wanting to be puppeteers when they grow up, so.
I want to make my own puppets and perform with them. I would want to be an actor. I don't care what part I would get, but I wanted to just be an actor probably when I grow up.
A lot of the cast were young. This is how did they get out of school, Miss Wilson? I said they've been going to stage school for a long time to get out of school. So a lot of them have asked how would they get involved in drama. So we're looking into what's in our local area and at the minute and finding out what's available to them.
The opportunity to take what they're doing here, we're going to do some writing about it back at school, more drama and bring it all into the curriculum and give them something they won't have ever experienced before.
But we're incorporating drama into our guided reading lessons, into our English lessons. We've done it in science last week.
Drama, I think, is like one of the best ways to learn a new subject because you can visually see how things happened.
I think one of the dream impacts of this project would absolutely be young people going back to their communities, their families, their friends and talking about theatre.
It will be wonderful to hear that some of our parents then have braved the theatre because it can be a bit daunting sometimes to go if you haven't been yourself or thought about going.
The arts is accessible and should be accessible, and part of the legacy is making sure that we have a continued partnership with our arts organisations and to be able to spread the word about what is happening in these arts organisations and how they can be more accessible for our families.
I still talk about it and I probably will still be talking about it to my friends in high school.
Same. I remember that performance for my whole life. I'll never forget that.